really only those of us that have hands-on help with them get to hear that story and watch that healing.
It's unprecedented in law enforcement, and especially with victims of sexual assault. This isn't something that's commonly done, where they're actually sitting in front of you telling their stories. Let's get the program started. What is a sexual assault? There's kind of a misconception of what it is and what it isn't.
We hear things like, well, she shouldn't have been wearing that outfit. She shouldn't have been wearing that type of clothing, or this wouldn't have happened to her.
And the challenge today is going to be for you to be honest with yourself. We're going to bring forward, these three women are going to tell you about that ugly day in raw detail.
2 is for two 18-year-old boys who assaulted me in the same night. 22 is for May 22nd, 2010, when it happened. 5 is for the amount of people who witnessed this event and did absolutely nothing to stop it. And 64 for the amount of bruises that were on my body of bite marks from the 2 of them.
I would cut myself, and I used to think, like, why would people ever do that? I used to always think that, like, why would people do that? How could they do that to themselves? It felt really like a relief. Oh, I felt better than to feel this pain all inside.
A lot of times we have this preconceived notion of a sexual assault as the stranger that jumps out of the bush, or the guy that breaks in the door and throws somebody down in the bedroom or something like that. Those cases are very rare.
During the course of that night, he made a flippant comment that before the end of this night, you're gonna hate me. And I walked out of the bathroom and he was standing there and he told me to take my clothes off.
We want to encourage appropriate responses, and we want to encourage people to react by believing and not blaming or questioning.
I know I'm guilty of it often, is being just very rigid and lacking the compassion, even though you feel bad for them, but you're so focused on getting the information for the report.
Our goal with the project is to change that culture and to change the way that people respond to these types of crimes, and to actually start by believing, because these things happen.
We would hope is in your heart is that you start by believing, whether you have skepticism or not, but that you relate to that person that you do believe them and that you're so sorry that it happened.
We want to thank the survivors who joined us, courageously coming forward to tell their story. They have such courage and they're such inspiration, and they're making a difference in our department. If you have any questions or you'd like to know more about this training, please contact the Glendale Police Department.